Hey everybody, this is Amanda Kolbaba and welcome to the May 2023 reading. Amazing times that we're in. April reading was very accurate and effective. I found it anyways to be really helpful. We are right now in the middle of an evolutionary leap for humanity and the earth. So congratulations, we're in the middle of it right now as we lead up to the 5-5 portal of May 5th, this Friday. We are shifting through our shadow side, clearing that out as we now take in the new light codes for the new experiences on this planet to do with grace and compassion, as well as receiving downloads into a new way of also thinking. So not just experiencing on this planet, but as well as how we are now going to think and, what am I trying to say here? Instead of looking for what is right, wrong, good, evil, we now have another opportunity to see things outside of that, that there are other possibilities, other ways of seeing, perceiving, reacting, simply just in the realization and working with a new thought form that our brains are now going to be rewired to be able to always look like that. Maybe within this situation, within this experience, that there are many other possibilities, and our brain will be able and easier to reach for those other possibilities to bring into your new experiences. So this is a really fascinating and interesting time. If you've been exhausted the last couple of weeks from the first solar eclipse, we have the second eclipse coming up on Friday with the full moon, which will be a lunar eclipse, and like I said, the 5-5 portal. That is understandable with the downloads that we're receiving, the rewiring of the brain, and our physical bodies, mentally, emotionally, we're just exhausted, as well if we're still trying to heal and let go and face the shadow side of ourselves and clear that away. So tons and tons of work that we are working on and towards as we move into May. So stay strong. Take care of yourself. Self-care is so important. It's so important right now. Like, really listen to yourself emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, and really take care of yourself right now. It is a demanding time. It is hard. And as we continue through this period of letting go and clearing and receiving, more stuff about ourselves will come up to the surface that we didn't realize before, as well as that one actually flew out at me before. As well as on the world stage, we're going to continue to see things revealed. And some things won't be so comfortable or will look so nice, but we have to see it, because the only way we see things and have understanding for them, then we're able to change them. Then we can create something new or different if we choose to. If what we're seeing isn't quite in alignment with our own truths and our own selves. So very interesting time. Let's get into the May reading right now for this month. Oh, and by the way, I'm filming this on May 1st, which is Beltane, so happy Beltane for those of you who do celebrate it. Lots of energy today, very exciting. as we bring in this beautiful fertile energy of creation and planting seeds and seeing where these seeds will, how they will grow and manifest into the summer. Okay, so the beginning of May, we've got Page of Air. Oh, by the way, sorry, I am also not using my tarot as I usually do my regular tarot. This is a tarot, but this is a different tarot. This is the Archangel deck tarot cards. So yeah, I just thought I would change it up and be a little bit more colorful today for you. So if they look different, it's because they are different. So Page of Air, we have at the beginning of the month. Underneath, we have Page of Water. So 2 pages. Different elements. Beautiful. Okay, so what are these telling us for the beginning of this month? Pages are usually about something new, beginning something new, something developing, creating a beginning of a foundation in something. So the Page of Air, this feels a little bit like you're getting ready to take off with something that has to do with an idea that you have had. Maybe an idea has been planted in your mind and you've been thinking and working through this idea, seeing if this would be realistic for you or something that you really want to do. And it's something that I think you've come to a understanding within yourself that you do want to move with this new idea, this new thought, this maybe beginning of something. And underneath the Page of Water is that it's going to, it is going to emotionally fulfill you. It is going to, I feel a calmness around this idea or thought that some of you may have at the beginning of this month of something that you want to do. We are in a Mercury retrograde, so it's funny because with the Page of Air, it's like I feel like you want to take off with it, but then when I feel the energy of the Page of Water, I'm like, no, just wait a little bit, just like relax here. Maybe just hang out in the shallow waters for a little bit, float with this idea for a little bit longer. But it is good. So we are in Mercury retrograde into the, I believe it goes direct May 14th. But Mercury is a bit of a sleepy planet. He takes some time to like wake up and start moving forward. So I would say, my feeling is that you may not want to take off with this idea until probably, I'm going to say beginning of June, just to make yourself feel a little bit more stable. But it's okay because with this Page of Water, it does feel like you're floating with it a little bit longer. And that's okay. You may want to go a little bit deeper with this. Actually, the full moon that we have on Friday will be in Scorpio, and Scorpio is a water sign, and we tend to dig deep. Scorpio is a where we swim to the bottom of the lake, where it's murky, where things aren't quite clear yet, and you're dredging up all that, the sand at the bottom, that sort of thing. So yeah, maybe what I would suggest to you, if this is resonating with some of you, to just, hang out with this idea a little bit longer, float with it a little bit longer. It will end up being a good thing if you do. If you try to push forward, you're just gonna find a lot of chaos and a lot of issues, a lot of blocks coming onto your path. Okay, and then we have mid-May, which is the Two of Earth. This is lovely, Two of Earth. And underneath Two of Earth is Three of Air. As I'm feeling the energy for this month and these cards, I'm really getting a feeling of calmness and relaxation. I'm feeling like most of you are going to feel tired with these downloads that we're receiving right now. Like I said, we're going through an actual evolutionary leap. It's hard on our physical body. It's hard on the cells. It's a lot to take in. It's big energies. So I do feel like this month, if the weather is starting to get better where you live, just enjoy the weather. Hang out in the weather a little bit. Relax a little bit, maybe take like a long weekend, take some time off, but not doing anything too much, laying low, relaxing, lots of self-care like Epsom salt baths, maybe reading a good book, watching some good movies, but just, yeah, relaxing a little bit. The Two of Air, the Two of Air, again, is, like this Page of Air, sorry, Two of Earth, I apologize, it's the Two of Earth. Like the Page of Air is like you have this really great idea and it's going to be successful, but you need a little bit more time in grounding it. And also what I would say is playing a little bit with it. Maybe not being so direct or literal with this idea, but maybe trying to play with the idea, or whatever it is that you want to do, not pushing forward so quickly. Maybe looking at it from a different perspective and changing it up a little bit, maybe doing things a little bit differently than you usually approach something. Coming from a little bit more of a magical place, a place in nature. Okay, that might not make sense for everybody, but maybe a different approach is what I'm getting here. But again, not pushing forward, because underneath the Two of Earth, we have Three of Air, and Three of Air tells me that there's going to be a time, like this is a period of rest. This is a period where some past emotions may come up, like sadness or just feeling a little bit down. And again, this is part of the process of receiving these downloads. This really is about a time of rest. So though there may be a lot of ideas and things that you want to do this month, the message is really, yes, having your mind on what you'd like to do, but not taking action quite yet, and instead maybe playing up with what you want to do, maybe thinking of ways of maybe doing it in a different way, a playful way, maybe going a little bit out of your comfort zone and thinking what that would mean. So that's what I'm really getting. And then we have at the end of the month, I don't think you can see this, we have Eight of Fire, which to me, just looking at this card, seems very chaotic. A lot of stuff happening, zigzagging, going in different directions here. A little bit explosive. And we have the Eight again, Eight of Water underneath it. Okay. So again, with this Eight of Fire that I showed, it's a little bit hard because my lovely, beautiful plant is in the way here. Again, with what's coming out of the beginning and middle of May, you may find at the end of May you just want to go and react and just go for it. I would get a little bit careful with that. Again, with this Eight of Fire, it seems like a lot is going on at once. It may be you feel like you have to defend yourself to certain people in the way you want to do things. Again, my caution is to slow down and relax a little bit. With the Eight of Water underneath, you have this feeling that you do want to move forward, that what has been, what you've been doing before, what you feel successful, that has worked for you before, you're not really feeling like it is anymore, or that you even want to do it anymore. So my feeling is that this month, with these new ideas coming in for you, or new ways of wanting to do something, it's really going to be about a month of really going inwards and asking yourself, exactly how do I want to approach my life from here? How do I want to set things up? How do I want to move from this spot? And I think all of you are going to probably want to go in a different route, a different direction, or approach things just differently than you have before, which is a good thing. But again, go a little bit slower. Take your time. And you don't need to be defensive or reactive with other people. This should just be fluid. This should just move. It's about you and your life. So a little bit of caution is what I'm getting, and just really knowing what exactly it is you want to do. So when June comes, you can actually take off into it and feel secure and comfortable and happy with those decisions. So Mercury retrograde really is, I feel, and with all these energy downloads coming in and these huge shifts, are really affecting the outcome of this month. And again, I can't stress enough, and go slow, take your time, don't make rash decisions, don't take off with anything, just go a little bit slower. And the card that came up at the bottom was this Four of Fire, just this, which is actually a really good card. And this card is sort of the overall theme for May and what you're setting yourself up for. So if you can see, the number 4 creates a square, and a square is what we use as a strong foundation. It's strong, it's stable, it's very supportive. And that's what you're doing this month. You're working towards creating a strong foundation, something that's going to hold you and carry you for a long period, that's going to be stable, that's going to feel secure to you, and you can build whatever you want up from that, and it's going to hold you and support you and carry you through to the end of this year. So though you may want to move forward quickly right now, you may be excited about something that you want to do, or maybe you're not sure, but this month is an amazing month to really take some time and really make a decision in exactly what you want to do and how you want to proceed with doing it. And maybe be a little bit playful in your outlook as you work through this process this month. And then when June comes, you're off to the races. So I hope this has helped you. I hope this has prepared you a little bit and has maybe also helped you with understand what you've been going through or feeling in the last several weeks, and prepared you for what's coming. And yeah, I hope you all the best. We are in an amazing time, so it is a time of celebration, but it is a time to really slow down, really slow down. And you guys got this. Love you. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe or like to this channel, and I will see you guys in June. All the best.